We all cherish the cartoons we grew up with, holding fond memories of our beloved characters. But what if I told you that some of these shows hide dark and terrifying theories in the background? If you dare to learn about the sinister side of your favorite cartoons, stick with me until the end. Our first theory revolves around the adorable minions, with their goggled-eyed giggles and bubbly personalities. They seem very cute and harmless, but what would you say if I tell you that they are model taken from one of the terrifying events in history? During World War II, Nazi Germany operated special camps where they subjected people, including small children, to horrifying experiments. There were too much physical and mental pressure on these kids that you cannot imagine. Some believe that the original inspiration for Minions came from these unfortunate children. Their stuttering speech and abnormal features like one-eyed appearances could be linked to the trauma they endured. While this theory is not confirmed, a photo has circulated online showing children with iron helmets resembling minion faces that fuels this unsettling belief. As you see, these are the children taken by Nazis with iron helmets put on their head for experiments. And these helmets are exactly like the minion faces. After this photo circulated on internet, this conspiracy theory that minion model are taken from children with Nazi helmets from the World War II spread among the people. And up until now, many believe that this theory is true. But you would think it's completely accidental, or some lunatic decided to write a cartoon story based on these horrible events. That's up to you. The next theory is on Monsters Inc. Remember Boo, the adorable girl who touched our hearts? Well, some theories suggest that Boo might have a darker future as a witch. Before we explore this, I should explain a concept about Pixar. It's important to note that various cartoons often include references to other shows. As an example, you might see Toy Story characters or items on Shrek, or as you see here, Nemo in Monsters Inc. Pixar always puts signs on its cartoons from the other shows. This also indicates that all cartoons are in a shared universe. Like the Hollywood movies that all of them are on planet Earth. These cartoons are in the same world. They may happen in different timelines, but in the same world. So keep this in mind when you're listening to the theories, the world of all cartoons is the same. Now let's back to the Boo. If you remember the cartoon story, Boo was a little cute girl that enters the life of Sully the monster, and they become very intimate friends. But in the moment of farewell, it was so sad that the audience would cry when seeing it. The theory suggests that she spends her life searching for her monster friend, ultimately leading her decency into madness. In the Brave cartoon, we see a witch, and the conspiracy theory is that the witch is actually Boo that is grown up. But why this theory should be brought up? Because there is a peculiar item in her house, a carving of Sully, Boo's monster friend. The question is, why a witch should have Sully's picture from another story in her house? Beside that, Boo in Monster Inc. has a bear doll that she was very fond of it, and this was showing that bear is her favorite animal. And exactly in the Brave cartoon, the witch turns the Queen Eleanor, the mother of the girl protagonist, into a bear, which is another hypothesis that would validate the theory is true. The next theory is on Shrek, and it's the donkey. Shrek is more popular than the other cartoons we are discussing, so you might get really shocked by hearing this theory. In Shrek, there are many characters from other stories and cartoons, including Pinocchio, Snow White, the Three Pigs, or Puss in Boots. There is a backstory for each of them, except the donkey. If you revisit the story of Pinocchio, there is an island where children are turned into donkeys for their revelry, and they stuck in that form for all eternity. Let's back to the Shrek. As I said, all the characters in Shrek are coming from other stories except the donkey. But this is not the only thing that makes us doubt. If you noticed, in this cartoon, all the people are astounded of seeing a donkey speaking, which is unlikely for all the donkeys except Shrek's donkey. Beside that, when he got questioned about his past, the donkey becomes evasive and says, "Something better left unsaid and leave it with that."
Some things are better left unsaid and leave it at that.
And hinting of a rough childhood he had. To back up this theory, we see that Pinocchio is already in Shrek's world. Could it be that Shrek's donkey was once a child on the Pinocchio's island, enduring this terrible fate? Does he seek solace in Shrek's world after his tragic past? That's up to you to answer. The final theory is on Home Alone and the Jigsaw movies. The theory is the innocent boy in Home Alone, Kevin, is actually connected to the Jigsaw, the notorious murderer. As you remember, in Home Alone, Kevin is alone and he feels his parents left him and not paying attention to him, or they don't love him anymore. What he does? He punishes the thieves that entered their house in gruesome ways. It's like it's an addiction for him, or he has a special ability in torturing. After multiple times in Home Alone series that Kevin's parents left him alone and not paying attention to him, he grows up and desires to teach people to appreciate life he didn't have, much like Jigsaw's sinister mission. On the other hand, he had a special ability on punishment and torturing people. This also makes him relevant to Jigsaw. That Jigsaw was also very talented in torturing. Additionally, Kevin's fear of a basement stove aligns with the presence of a similar torture device in the Saw movies. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, make sure to give me a thumbs up and comment if you want me to create the next episode of dark and unsolved theories about popular cartoons. Till the next video, see ya.